Madeline?
Yes, Blackwell.
I guess we should get going.
Of course. Keep us informed of your progress.
Father Michael?
Yeah?
I guess we should get going.
Godspeed.
I'll just wait until we're alone. Got a sec?
What is it this time?
Did Heather tell you anything useful?
Dunno. I should probably talk to her some more.
Pretty solid. No way I'm getting through. Pretty solid.
Those plants are barely clinging to life. Just a dark hallway. I can't see a thing in there. Excuse me, Heather?
Oh, hi. What's up?
So, tell me about this Ray character.
I really shouldn't. Ray is really exclusive with the clients we're given. I shouldn't have told you the name.
So, tell me a bit about yourself, Heather.
Can we not, please? Let's just enjoy the evening, okay? It's nice out here.
Sure, no problem. I have it on good authority that you were part of the Grace Group.
I told you, I don't know anything about any Grace group.
I have it on good...
I told...
Well, Heather?
Sure.
No, I don't see any connection at all. Heather Goffstein. She worked for Ray, and now she's dead. There was a Maggie Fielding arrested at the Carth House. She might be a relative of Peter Fielding, but it's a common surname. Officer Palmer?
Yeah. What can I do for you?
Do you know anything about someone named Ray? I don't know who he is, but I think he's involved with prostitution.
Prostitution? Is this related to Leah's case?
I don't know. It could be.
This just gets better and better. Anyway, Ray, let's take a look. Okay, the name Ray definitely comes up in the Vice Department database. There was a raid on a bar called Vantini a few years ago, and someone named Ray was taken in for questioning. No charges were made.
Just Ray? No last name?
No. Whoever Ray is, that's his full legal name. Anyway, here's the address of the bar if you need it.
Thanks.
Sure.
Is there anything else you can tell me about Peter Fielding's death?
Just what I told you. It was open and shut. Accidental death.
Do you have any record of...
Let me check. Nope, nothing on Heather.
Well, I'd better go.
Sure.
Will you look at this, Denise? Someone brave enough to join us in this weather. Well, brave or stupid anyway.
Right. I'm not going to steal paintings from whoever this was. He signed it, "Thanks for the tie, with love, A.G." It's a painting of a woman dancing. It's dedicated to someone named Mistress B. Looks like some kind of promotional poster. Hi.
Hey, what can I get for you?
So what can you tell me about this place?
It's old, quiet. I like it that way.
Really?
Yeah, I work on my thesis most nights. Honestly, I'm surprised a big place like this can stay open. It's always empty.
Do you know Ray?
Ray?
Yeah, is he here?
No, he is not.
I better not drink. I need to keep a clear head.
How about a coffee or something?
No thanks, I already have one.
I see.
Do you know Heather Goffstein?
Sorry, I don't.
Well, thanks. I better get going. They've got a pretty varied selection, although I wouldn't really know. My criteria for picking out wine is has pretty label and under $20. Excuse me.
Yes?
I'm looking for Ray. Do you know where I can find him?
Ray, huh? And why would you be looking for Ray?
I'm looking into a death. Ray knew the victim.
Oh? In what capacity?
She was a working girl, Heather Goffstein. She worked for Ray, and now she's dead.
I see. Worked is the appropriate word, I suppose. Heather left my employ a long time ago.
Your employee?
Yes. You want to speak to Ray? She's right in front of you. The former Rachel Mendez at your service.
So you work here?
Not directly, but I suppose I'm as much a fixture here as anything else.
So Heather worked for you. Can you tell me about her?
It's been, several years. I'm afraid I can't tell you much. She was very young. Very pretty. Slightly lost, perhaps, like many of my girls. She's really dead? How did it happen?
I don't know. That's what I'm trying to find out.
Is this a police matter?
Not directly. I'm working with them, but I'm pretty much on my own.
Well, in that case, ask me whatever you like.
You said Heather left your employ. Could you explain?
Just that. She packed up and left.
And you were okay with that?
You think I would drag her back against her will? Absolutely not. And what would be the point? I replaced her the next week. It's the nature of this business. Some girls try the life, discover it's not for them, and then leave. Some stay for years and it grinds them alive. But occasionally, with luck and persistence, one can flourish. Like I did.
Did Heather have any enemies, an obsessive client, or anything?
I suppose anything is possible, but not likely. I screen our clients very carefully, and I keep very careful records.
How does this business work exactly?
There's no bedroom upstairs, if that's what you are asking. I own several apartments in the city. I give the girls room and board in exchange for the money they receive. Some of them skim, hell, all of them skim, but I make sure to treat them well. They treat me well in return.
If you kept careful records, does that mean you have a list of Heather's clients somewhere?
No. I'm sorry, but no.
I really need that client list.
Absolutely not. I give a premium product, and our clients expect premium service. Privacy is part of that service. That client list stays in my office where it belongs.
Don't you want to know what happened to Heather? That client list could help.
You have no reason to suspect one of her clients had anything to do with it. You can't even tell me how she died. I won't betray my client's trust based on a flimsy guess.
I could bring in the police.
I'd like to see you try. Every few years they try and raid this place, make a show of getting tough, but nothing sticks. I make sure of that.
Well, I guess that's everything.
Sorry I can't help you. For what it's worth, I liked Heather. I'm sad she's dead. I suppose a drink to her memory is in order. Care to join me?
Thanks, but no.
More for me then. Denise, one gimlet, please. You know how I like it.
Better not. Ray wouldn't like that very much. It's Ray's martini glass.
Hey, you can't go out that way. Sorry.
Oh, right. Sorry. Looks like the kind of place where old men would read newspapers. If people still read newspapers anyway. A painting of a woman in Victorian dress. Some vintage posters of a German crooner. Ugh, no. I've been walking nonstop for 2 straight nights in the snow. I don't want to see how I look. The mirror is fine where... Looks comfortable. Shame I'm not here for fun. The mirror is fine. Some vintage posters of a German crooner. I should just leave some vintage I'm not...
I think I'll try the main door first. I think I'll... I don't think she can get out here. Do any good. According to Maddie, this only works on aware spooks.
How odd. Denise, could you get that for me? Butterfingers tonight. Oh, Denise.
Damn it! It's locked from the inside. That must lead back to the street. It only opens a bit, but it appears to be empty. Ow! I don't know what that was supposed to do, aside from making me walk with a limp. Oof, it won't budge. Okay, you can do this. Let's see. Really glad Joey wasn't around to see that. Joey, get out here.
What? You're not seriously going to try that, are you?
Quiet. Let me concentrate.
Oh, it looked like that one hurt.
Yes, Joey, it hurt.
Just saying, if it hurts, maybe you should stop doing it.
It's now a a puddle of foul, coffee-flavored water, but at least it's melted. I'll never clean that sludge off, not to mention...
Are you sure you want to do that again?
Shut up. Let me concentrate.
Darling, could I point out the obvious?
No.
Maybe you should leave the flying to the guy who can, actually fly. What do you want me to do, scare it? I'm not just...
I'll never not to mention...
Again?
Yes, again.
Not saying a word.
I'll never not to mention... I'll never not to...
Not saying a word.
It only
Not saying a word.
I'll never clean that sludge off by hand. Not to mention... Ew. Locked. Of course it is. Locked. Damn it! It's locked from the inside.
What are you doing?
Trying to keep warm.
Right. Carry on.
I think I got it all, but I'm not carrying around this wet rag. Good thing there's a dumpster here.
I honestly... Huh? How did you do that?
I flew. It's hard to see inside.
We've been through a lot, you and I. But sneaking into the secret office of a known flesh peddler, this tops the list.
A bunch of phone numbers and addresses. It doesn't say who they belong to. These look like pictures of celebrities and politicians. I don't recognize many of them, but... Holy crap! Is that Kennedy? Pictures of young girls. I guess they all work for Ray. Is that? Yes, it's a painting of Ray. A much younger Ray, but still Ray. It's the only source of light in here. Looks plush and comfortable. Better not stare too long, I might want to sit on it. It doesn't look like there's anything... Okay, let's see here. Client list. You're kidding me.
What?
It's a text file, clientlist.txt.
And that's good?
Good for us. All I need to do is transfer the file to this memory stick. And we've got it. Some security.
I guess with the secret door and paying off the police, she didn't feel the need for any more.
That and she's a bit old. She might not know a lot about computers.
Huh, I can relate.
I'm not here to... No point in going back. I can't get back down the ladder.
Ahem.
Oh, hi. I was just looking for the bathroom. Is it up here?
The bathroom. In the office, behind the secret panel.
Yes.
I've been meaning to glue that window shut. I suppose I should thank you. But first, give me that memory stick.
Here.
Thank you. Now get your coat and leave.
And I'd almost gone a full 3 hours without a restraining order.
Well, the night's still young.
And I need another cup of coffee. Heather is definitely listed as one of Ray's, service providers. Of course, we already knew that. I don't think those are connected. James Peebles is listed as being a client of Ray's, and the girl he saw was Heather Gopstein.
Well, this just got juicy.
Hi, Mr. Peebles?
Hello, Rosangela, was it? What can I do for you?
Jim, I know everything.
Sorry?
I know who Heather is and what she did for a living. I also know that you procured her services. There was a note in Tanya's apartment that said, I know about Heather. It was signed J.
That could have been anybody.
Do you really expect me to believe that now?
No, I don't.
Tell me about your involvement with Heather.
God, it was over 25 years ago. Working the late shift, sleeping during the day. Who has time for a social life? So, yes, I found other ways to meet my needs. Heather was one of them. I'm not proud of it, but I make no excuses for it either.
You said it was 25 years ago, so you stopped seeing her.
She quit the business. I didn't know what happened to her until she walked in that door. The new face of Good Morning. Tanya Corsi.
Tanya?
Yeah, the name was different. The hair was different. The whole attitude was different. But I knew.
Wait a minute. Let me get this straight. Heather and Tanya are one and the same?
You didn't know? Isn't that what all this is about? She reinvented herself. Changed her looks. Got a gig as a weather girl. Worked her way up to this newsroom. Worked here for years and never knew who I was. Until I told her.
Until you blackmailed her, you mean?
Look, 30 years I've been here, and I haven't moved from this damn desk. I saw an opportunity, and I took it. So, I wrote her that note. I threatened to expose her past. I didn't know what to expect, but I didn't expect her to go home and for that to happen. They said she fell in the shower because she was drunk, but she was only drunk because of me. So what now?
It's completely up to you. I'm not going to do anything.
You're not.
I got what I came here for.
Very profound, Red. Very profound. Ever think of getting into fortune cookies?
I'm only thinking of getting my coffee refilled.
That's my girl, always planning ahead.
So what exactly happened? Tanya, Heather, whoever, she split? She killed off her past so thoroughly that it became its own ghost?
I suppose so.
I didn't know ghosts could do that.
What? You read the rule book? Because I sure haven't. If we got a split spook on our hands, we gotta put him back together.
Pretty solid. If there's a connection, I don't see it.
Excuse me, Heather?
Oh, hi. What's up?
Look, I know who you are.
What do you mean?
You're Tanya Corsi, or at least you're gonna be.
You're making no sense. I'm me. I'm Heather. Maybe I'm not sure who that is yet, but I know it's me.
Look, I know who you are.
What do you mean?
You're Tanya Corsi.
I'm...
So,
Can we not? Let's just...
sure. So, tell me about this Ray.
Ray is really...
Well, Heather, I have to get going.
Sure.
She needs to be spiritually aware before I can use this. That won't do any good. Hi there.
Hello again, mister. What brings you by?
Listen, Tanya, I know who you are.
We've already covered this, haven't we?
No, I mean who you really are. You're Heather Goffstein, or at least you were.
I told you, I don't know any Heather.
Tanya.
I don't know any Heather because Heather is gone. Heather is dead. She doesn't exist anymore. She can't.
I'm sorry, Tanya, but she does.
What do you want? Money? A promotion, like Jim?
No, I just want you to come with me. There's someone you need to meet.
I don't have a choice, do I? Fine, lead on. But remember this, Peter didn't just teach me how to do Pilates. Take me anywhere funny, and you'll be looking at a broken nose.
I wouldn't dream of it.
Why are we going out there?
Just trust me.
Trust you? That's rich. You. I saw you on the roof earlier. Are you in league with this man?
Kind of?
2 blackmailers instead of 1. This is just great. Where the hell are you taking me?
Just follow us, okay?
Can I at least call my car service?
I don't think that's possible.
What do you mean?
She means that they'd never come in this weather. It's better to walk. Come on.
Where are we going?
It's just up this way.
Wait. I know this building. I used to live here, back when I was... Why did you bring me here? Whatever you brought me here for, get on with it.
Tanya, there's someone you need to meet.
There's nobody here I want to see, I assure you.
Even still, I just need you to follow me. Then we can forget about this whole thing.
Fine.
Hey, Heather?
Hey, who's your friend?
What is this? Who are you? Answer me.
Heather Goffstein? Who are you?
No. No. This is insane. I'm going insane.
Sorry?
You shouldn't be here. You shouldn't exist.
What's your problem?
My problem? My problem is that I hate you.
Hate me? You don't even know me.
I destroyed you. I got rid of your name. I got rid of your hair. I would have gotten rid of your face if I could have afforded it.
You can't get rid of me that easily.
No kidding. For 20 years I was free of you, and now you come breezing back.
Breezing back? From where?
First Jim wanted a promotion, and now this idiot here wants... I don't know what.
Hey, leave me out of this.
Not a chance, mister.
Huh?
You be quiet. Hey! Stop that!
look at each other. You're the same person, give or take 20 years.
I don't understand.
I don't think I want to.
Tanya, what happened when you got Jim's note?
What note?
It's too late to deny it.
Nothing happened. I just wanted to forget.
Forget what?
Forget you. Forget this whole life I left behind.
Why? Why are you so ashamed of me? All this life, it's a part of who you were, who you become.
Will I ever be free of you?
Do you really want to be? I'm not a bad person. I'm just kinda lost. I know I'll find my way eventually. Isn't that the important thing? Well, isn't it?
Look at you. I really was beautiful once.
You're really beautiful now.
Damn straight. Wow.
You okay?
Okay. I haven't felt this good in years. It's like an espresso and a colonic all at once.
Speaking of which, you can take your blackmail threat and shove it. And I'm gonna tell Jim the same thing. Maybe it'll end my career, or maybe it'll give me a book deal. Either way, I'm tired of hiding.
Tanya, listen.
No, I'm not Tanya anymore. Tanya died.
She what?
We... took 3 Valium with a vodka chaser. That's all I remember. You're not really a blackmailer, are you?
No, I'm not.
I'm dead?
I'm sorry.
If I'm dead, why do I feel sick to my stomach?
Listen, there's no time to explain. Just grab a hold of this.
What?
Just do it. That was interesting.
Did it work?
Only one way to find out.
Hey, look who's here. Heather's safe and sound.
Safe. You were always an optimist, Michael.
Sorry, I know this is not exactly the reunion we expected after all this time. But you have no idea. I thought you were... Well, I explained that already.
So, Madeline, you got your spook. What have you learned?
It is interesting. This spirit is experiencing what would be considered nausea in a living person.
This spirit? I do have a name.
Apologies. She is being pulled. There is the signature of another spirit at work.
A signature?
Yes, I can see it. It is faint, but I can see it. Only the power of this circle is stopping it from gaining a foothold. Unfortunately, it is too faint for me to see anything useful, and we dare not lower the circle. I need to examine another soul, one that is marked like this one.
And by another soul, you mean Peter, don't you?
Peter? Peter Fielding?
Yes, his soul is still out there.
I see.
So how are you holding up, Heather?
I'm dead and my soul is in danger of being ripped apart. So, all things considered, I suppose I'm doing quite well.
Hi, Tanya?
No, call me Heather.
Sorry.
So, you're the one who's gonna save us all, huh?
I'm going to do my best.
Well, you best get to it.
Madeline?
Yes, Blackwell.
I guess we should get going.
Of course.
I'm not going to run into the street. I'll stick to the sidewalk.
It's a number on the calendar. I can't do anything with it. It's a number... Just a marker. Ghost, remember? I can't touch the thing. Boy, if... That looks like a I'm not just... Hey, Peter?
Hey man, what can I do for you?
So, you run this...
Sort of. He built it when he left the army.
So I'm told that you give personal training sessions.
Yeah, you interested?
I sure am.
Well, I don't have the time right now, but I can probably pencil you in. Just gotta check the schedule outside. How about next Tuesday, say 11 a.m.?
Sure, I think I can swing that.
Great. Here's my number in case you need to reschedule. You got a phone?
No, well, I'll just remember it.
Okay. 646-555-0425.
Thanks.
Great. See you then. And by the way, when you come to our session, don't wear a suit.
Hey, this is Peter. You know what to do.
It says members only. It seems to open with a key card. It needs a key card. Sticking my hand in it won't do anything.
Hey, this is Peter. You know what to do.
Officer Palmer?
Yeah. What can I do for you?
Could you look up another phone number for me?
I suppose I can, within reason.
I'm trying to track down someone who Leah knew. The number is 646-555-0425.
All right, give me a second. That phone is registered to a unit in Murray Hill. Here's the address.
Well, I'd better go. Thanks for the help.
Sure.
Coming.
Yeah.
Who are you?
Who's asking?
I'm looking into Peter Fielding's death. Did you know him?
Look, I'm done talking about Peter. I've got my own problems. Just leave me alone.
Why is nobody ever happy to see me?
Dunno. It can't be your copious amount of social grace. It's a painting of a young woman. No idea who she is. I can't smell them, but even I can tell those flowers are fake. After seeing the state of this joint, Red's place doesn't seem so bad.
Bingo! The case number is listed in this file. It belongs to a Maggie Fielding. It appears she was picked up in the raid on the Carth house. She was brought in for an emergency detox and forced to go into rehab. It lists one known family member, a brother, Peter Fielding. Maggie and Peter are brother and sister.
Ugh, coming. You again? What is it this time?
You're Peter's sister, Maggie, right?
Sure, fine, you got me.
Why couldn't you just tell me that before?
Because I'm trying to get healthy, working through the program, admitting I have a problem, just like my sponsor says. All that is the first step. I'm still working on the rest. Talking about Peter, that's step 5. I'm not ready. It's nothing personal. I just need to avoid thinking about him for a while.
And you're doing that by living in his apartment.
It's just temporary. I have nowhere else to go. And besides, what difference does it make? He's gone. He had a stupid accident, and now he's gone.
That's just it, Maggie. It might not have been an accident.
No. Whatever you're thinking, no. I need this to be over, you understand?
Then we need to talk. You can call your sponsor if you want to.
Screw my sponsor. Let's do this. So, talk.
What do you know about Peter's death?
Just what I was told. That he was fixing a light bulb and fell off the ladder. I remember thinking it was a pretty stupid way to go, especially for him.
How do you mean?
Did you know the guy? He was obsessed with health. To die just falling off a ladder? I always thought he'd outlive the world.
Why is Peter such a sore subject with you?
That's between me and him, or his ghost, or whatever.
It might help to talk about it.
I'm still working through the program. Talking about it is step number 5. I'm not ready for it yet.
Could you tell me about your father? He opened the gym, right?
Sure.
Could you tell me anything else about him?
If you want to know about him, you'll have to ask him yourself. Here's his address. He's always home.
Can't you tell me anything about your father?
I told you. Ask him yourself.
Can't you tell me anything? So, what are you watching?
I don't know. Some animated thing. Not normally into cartoons, but the ratings say it's good.
Is it?
I guess. They changed the main character's voice after the first episode, but it's not bad. Keeps my mind off, well, the stuff you keep bringing up.
Tell me about yourself.
Opening up is step number 5. I am nowhere near ready yet.
How long was Peter working at the gym?
About 20 years. Never thought he'd do it.
Why?
Don't know. He seemed to drift around for a long time. He was a teacher, waiter, construction worker, you name it. Then one day, he decides that taking over Dad's gym is what he has to do. Now the gym is a neighborhood staple. Made it more popular than Dad ever did. Good for him, I guess.
Is there anything else?
I haven't spoken to him in years. I never wanted to, but here I am, surrounded by all his gym crap. I suppose if I want to get healthy, this is the place to do it.
Is there any?
I haven't spoken, but here I suppose.
Have you ever heard the name Benjiro?
Benjiro? No. Sounds Japanese or something.
Do you know a Father Michael Cooper?
Look, I don't need a priest. I don't need to be saved. I just need to get healthy.
I'm not asking you to see him. I'm asking if you know him.
Oh. No, I don't know him.
Have you ever heard of the Grace Group?
What, those circle jerk meetings my brother went to?
You know about it.
Yeah, I know about it. Peter was a mess before he joined that group. If you ask him, he would say it helped him find himself.
Did it?
Who knows? I thought it was a cult. Might have been better if it was.
Why's that?
Look, never mind. Peter found himself. Good for him. I just have to focus on myself.
Well, I'd better get going.
Sure, you know the way.
Wait, this is Greenwood Cemetery. It's a little structure overlooking the lake. This tombstone is faded and hard to read. I talk with the dead, not their graves. The cemetery has dozens of tombs. I don't have time to search them all. The exit isn't far. If I really need to get out of the snow, I'll just leave. I talk with...
I don't need to take shelter. Inside, outside, it's all the same to me. I'm not gonna float. I might be... Hey, Peter?
Hey man, what can I do for you?
So, you run this place with your old man, huh?
Sort of.
Say, can we reschedule that training session we set up?
Sure, we can do that. Let's go check the calendar outside. I've got a slot for you next Thursday at 5 p.m. How's that?
Sure, sounds good.
Great, see you then. Looking good, Lisbeth. You're really improving.
Coming. Oh, sure, come on in.
Can't you tell me anything about your father?
I told you. Ask him yourself.
Can't you tell me?
I told you.
Well, I'd better get going.
Sure, you know the way.
I'm not just... A painting of a country home, some kind of farm maybe? Looks quaint in any case. Even if I... Yuck, who knows how long that's been... I don't eat...
I talk with the dead. I talk with... This tombstone is faded and hard to read.
Ugh, coming. Oh, sure.
So your father is dead?
Yep.
Why didn't you just say that instead of sending me to the cemetery?
The only person to visit Dad was Peter, and he can't do that anymore. I figured Dad could use the company.
Really?
No, not really. I told you, there are things I can't talk about yet.
You said Peter visited the cemetery.
Once a year, on the anniversary of Dad's death. Peter was a damn saint.
Can you tell me about your father?
He died over 20 years ago. I don't see how it's relevant to Pete.
Can you tell me about...
He died over...
Tell me about yourself.
Oh.
Is there anything...
I haven't spoken to him in years. I never wanted to. But here I am. Surrounded by all this. I suppose if I want to get healthy, this...
Well, I'd better get going.
Sure. You know the way.
Hey, this is Peter. You know what to do.
That's a pretty solid... It seems to...
I can't touch... I'm not just... Hey, Peter?
Hey man, what can I do for you?
I heard about your old man. I'm sorry.
It was over 20 years ago. We all have to move on.
That's my plan, Peter. So, tell me about your dad.
My dad? He built this gym from the ground up. He was a military guy. It was hard for me to relate to him until I joined him in the running of this place. He might be gone, but he lives on here. I make sure of it.
So, tell me...
My dad, who was a military, I make sure...
So, did you know your sister is staying in your apartment?
She is. Of course she is. She probably fell off the wagon again. Just stay out of her way.
So what can you tell me about Maggie?
She's my sister.
Anything else?
What's to say? Some of us find our way, some of us don't. I was lucky. Maggie wasn't.
So what can you...
She's my...
Anything...
What's to say? I was...
So tell me about yourself, Peter.
I'm the guy who's gonna...
Ah. Well, I'll see you around.
You got it.
Hey, Peter?
Hey, man.
Say, can we reschedule that training session we set up?
Sure, we can do that. Let's go check the calendar outside. How about Wednesday at 2:30?
Sure, sounds good.
Great, see you then. Don't forget to breathe, Lisbon. Always important.
It says members only. It's a keycard reader. Looks like it unlocks...
I am intrigued, my host. Most in your position would find their faith quite shaken.
Really? For me, it's just the opposite. Your presence here, everything we saw, as terrifying as it was. I mean, you're dead. And so is Joey here. You're not just figments of my imagination. It proves that the soul exists. We don't just shut off when we die. There is something at our core, something precious and sacred and must be protected.
I suppose that is one way of looking at it.
It is the only way of looking at it.
Father Michael?
Yeah?
Is there anything else you can tell me about Peter? Anything that...
No. I think George once belonged to his gym, even took personal training sessions for a while. But George wasn't really the...
Do you know a Connor Fielding?
Sadly, no.
I guess we...
Godspeed.
Michael seems to have a lot of faith in you. He's convinced you can help us. Can you?
It's what we do.
In that case, please continue doing it.
Madeline?
Yes, Blackwell.
Do you know anyone named Connor Fielding? He's dead, but, well, you know.
I have not had the pleasure. Apologies.
We found Peter's sister Maggie. Do you know anything about her?
I'm afraid I do not.
I guess we should get going.
Of course.
Father Michael?
Yeah?
Do you know Maggie Fielding, Peter's sister?
Sadly, no. I'm sorry.
I guess we should get going.
Godspeed.
Officer...
Yeah.
Is there anything in the system about a Connor Fielding? He died about 20 years ago.
Let's see. Our records from back then are a bit spotty, but can't hurt to check. No, nothing comes up, but it's a very common name. Is there anything specific you can tell me about him?
He was in the Army.
Oh, then there might be something in the Veterans Association records.
Aren't those public?
Not everything. But fortunately for you, I can access everything. Okay. Archived records. Connor Fielding. Oh, seriously?
What's wrong?
Idiots. They had no idea how to archive data back then. I can only look them up by service number. You don't know it, do you?
I don't. Sorry.
Well, once you know it, let me know.
Do you have any information on a Maggie Fielding?
Let me check. Maggie Fielding. Yeah, she was picked up in a raid not too long ago.
A raid?
A drug den in Chelsea. Some dump called the Carth House.
I know it.
Huh. Of course you do.
Anything else?
Just that she and about a dozen others were sent to the hospital for a detox. They were processed and let go.
That's it?
That's it.
Well, I'd better go. Thanks for the help.
Sure.
Coming. Oh, sure, come on in.
Can you tell me about your father?
He died over 20 years ago. I don't see how it's relevant to Pete.
Well, I'd better get going.
Sure, you know the way.
Hey, Peter?
Hey man, what can I do for you?
So, tell me about your dad.
My dad. He was a military guy. It was hard for me to relate to him until I joined him in the running of this place. He might be gone, but he lives on here. I make sure of it.
So tell me about yourself.
I'm the guy.
Ah. Well, I'll see you around.
You got it. I'll be here. I just gotta see what's wrong with this damn...
Boy, if I could touch it, that would sure be great. I'm not... I don't What do you want me to do, scare? She's sweating so much she didn't even notice. What do you want me to do?
The exit isn't far. If I really need to get out of the... I talk with the dead. Officer Palmer?
Yeah.
You sure there's nothing useful about Connor Fielding?
Like I said, if you have his service number, I can look him up easily.
Well, I'd better go.
Sure.
Joey?
What is it?
Whoever Maggie and Peter's father was, he seemed to mean a lot to both of them.
I guess we should find out more about him. No good. The rug's too thick. No point, she can't hear me.
Ugh, coming. Oh, sure, come on in.
Could you excuse me for just a sec? My shoe is untied.
Sure, I guess.
Thanks.
Smooth.
Well, I'd better get going.
Sure, you know the way.
There we go. Nobody can say I don't do anything nice. I put it back on the wall. No. I don't need to use the locker room. I'm not here to work out. She looks pretty busy. I'm not exactly dressed for a work.
Hey, Peter?
Hey man, what can I do for you?
Say, can we reschedule that training session we set up?
Sure, we can do that. Let's go check the calendar outside. Hey, miss, you're dripping water on the floor.
Oh, sorry.
No problem, just be sure to put on sneakers or something if you want to work out here. Anyway, let's check the schedule. Huh? Is that the date? Hey, listen, I'm sorry, but there's an appointment I've got to keep. Can we sort this out another day?
Sure, no problem.
Thanks.
God, no. Officer Palmer?
Yeah.
I found Connor's service number. It's 070-234-541.
That should be all I need. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Connor Fielding. Served in Vietnam from 1966 till 1969. Honorably discharged. Moved with his family to New York a few years later. Huh. That's interesting.
What?
It says here that the police were called to his apartment several times. Reports of raised voices. Possible domestic abuse. No charges were pressed, which is why it wasn't in our police records.
But it's in the military database?
Word gets around. Someone must have noted it in his VA file. Doesn't say much else.
Well, I'd better go. Thanks for the help.
Sure.
Excuse me.
Hey, look, I really want to be left alone right now.
Sorry.
Hey, Peter?
Oh, hey, look, I really want to be left alone right now. We'll talk later, okay?
Sure, no problem.
Coming. Oh, sure, come on in.
I learned a bit about your father.
You did?
The police were called several times to his house. No charges were made. It's not hard to read between the lines.
Huh. Well, I suppose you know everything now.
I don't, but I'm trying to.
Why? Why do you care so much? What does my father beating the crap out of my mother have to do with how Peter died?
There's something bigger going on.
That doesn't matter. I can't take on anybody else's problems. I'm barely dealing with my own. I've been trying to forget this crap my whole life, and now I have a chance. I'm not going back to that. I'm sorry. I know you think you have good reasons, but I really need to be alone right now.
Listen.
Please, leave.
Okay.
You have such a way with people.
Are you still here?
Just leaving. Where are you going?
To visit my precious father. Not that it's any of your business. My neighbors are kind of twitchy. You'd better get out of here before someone calls the cops.
I shouldn't talk to ghosts with Maggie standing there. This place is spooky enough. Maggie.
Huh?
Huh. I had a feeling you'd follow me here.
I didn't follow you. You got here after I did.
You're not gonna leave me alone, are you?
You know I try and help you whenever I can.
Not until I spill everything.
I've never pressured you to talk to me, Maggie, although God knows maybe I should have.
I'm sorry, but it's important.
Maybe it's because I'm out of that stuffy apartment. Maybe it's because when I'm here, I know he's really gone.
I know. I miss him too.
Talking about it. The fifth step. My sponsor said I didn't have to do them in order. Many people don't. I guess now is as good a time as any.
I'd like that, Maggie. I really would.
So, talk.
Tell me about your father.
It's not about him. Not really. It's all wrapped up with Peter. It's always Peter.
What are you talking about?
What did Peter do?
Nothing. Everything.
Maggie, what are you talking about?
He took over my dad's gym, made it successful. I hated him for it.
Wait, what? Don't you remember how miserable I was? Drifting from job to job, hating all of them. Running Dad's gym was something I was good at. I thought you'd be happy for me.
Didn't Peter have lots of jobs he hated before he started working at the gym? Couldn't you be happy for him?
Happy? Happy that he took my father's name and made it revered?
I don't see the problem here.
The people in the neighborhood love that gym. They come by and say what a nice old man Connor Fielding was, and what a shame he died, and how nice that his son took up his legacy. Legacy. A legacy of bruises and hiding in the dark.
Bruises? What are you talking about?
You always believed her when she said she was clumsy. It was like some horrible after-school special.
Maggie, you are not saying what I think you're saying.
You never knew, did you, Peter? So wrapped up in yourself. You never saw what he was doing.
Why didn't you ever tell me?
Mom hid it from both of us. And I was too scared to say anything. In the end, it was just easier to say nothing and hate you. And now it's too late. For what it's worth, I don't hate you anymore, Peter. But I need to get on with my life. Goodbye, brother.
Goodbye? What do you mean, goodbye?
Sorry, I should go.
Maggie, wait! Maggie! I never knew! I swear, I never knew. I just don't understand. Huh?
I'm sorry, Peter.
I remember. The ladder. It broke. Oh, man. I don't feel so good.
Right. We don't have a lot of time. Peter, I need you to grab a hold of this.
What the heck is that thing?
No time. Just grab. Well, that was close.
Did it work?
Let's get back and find out.
This whole story is incredible.
It's all true, Peter. Can't you feel it? Like something is trying to pull you away.
I thought it was just indigestion, but I've never had indigestion in my life. Figures I'd get it when I'm dead.
Madeline, have you had time to examine them?
I think... yes.
Madeline?
Yes, apologies. I believe I have all the information I need.
Huh? Madeline?
Ugh, I really don't feel so good.
This can't be right. Michael? What's going on?
Madeline!
Apologies, my host.
Madeline, what just happened?
That felt quite pleasant.
Madeline? Madeline? Hey!
You, Malone, stay back. You as well, Blackwell. I have absorbed enough energy to burn that precious body of yours to a cinder.
Why? Why do this?
Have you ever heard of the concept, the journey of the soul?
What?
It is said that every soul has a predestined fate or destiny, and the goal of every soul is to find it. But it is also said that the joy comes from the journey, not the destination. Have you ever wondered where you would be now without the grace group? Without the epiphanies that were pushed into your brains as if by magic? Maybe you would have all found your way, maybe not. But you skipped the journey, went right to the destination. It made your souls happy for certain, but it also made them weak, pliable, controllable by someone like me. And now, if you'll excuse me, I am still very hungry.
No! You. This whole time it was you?
Indirectly. I knew these souls existed, I just needed to collect them. I could not collect my host until last, because my existence here was tied to him. As for Fielding and Goffstein, they were sleeping spirits. They needed to be awakened, something only you could do. So, thank you for that.
Collect? What do you mean by that?
Perhaps that word is not sufficient. Possibly consume, ingest, absorb. I took their energy as part of my own.
What the hell are you doing this for? I pulled you out of the dark. You were free. Why mess that up?
Free. You, of all souls, tell me that I'm free. I am dead. For centuries I have been dead. I was a good spirit guide. I did my duty. And yet did I ever move on? Did I receive any reward? No. I was passed on from host to host, saving spirit after spirit. It became tiresome. Then my last host banished me. I remained there, in the void, alone, forgotten by the universe, until you brought me out.
Yeah, well, we all make mistakes.
But I was still not free. To fully free myself, I needed power, energy. These souls, these poor, misguided souls, were the nearest source I could find.
You need to fix this.
Fix this?
Yes, you can still make this right. Just undo it, please. Bring them back. I'll bring them through the light and we'll just pretend this never happened.
I am sorry. I have not come this far only to turn back now.
And what do you need energy for? What on earth could be worth all this?
Allow me to demonstrate.
Hey!
What the hell are you doing? Ugh! Red, you okay? Come on, darling, say something.
Interesting. I wondered if I would have to relearn how to breathe or walk, but it all comes quite naturally, like putting on a tailored glove.
Madeline.
Hello, Malone. Seeing you with these eyes is different. Of course, it might be the spectacles, cumbersome things.
I'll show you cumbersome. How about a punch in the face?
Malone, there is no need for this hostility.
No need. You lied to us from day one.
I apologize for the ruse. I admit I have not been completely forthcoming.
No kidding.
Come now, Malone. Nothing has changed. I won't shirk the duty. I have no choice. We will continue to save lost souls. Performing it from this end could be refreshing.
I work with Red, not with you.
You can think of me as her, if it will help.
Like hell.
Sadly, you have no choice.
I'm gonna fix this.
I'm afraid it's too late for that.
Red, fight her. Whatever she's doing, fight her.
She cannot. If her predecessors could not win against me, then she has no hope. Not with the power I now possess.
Predecessors? What are you talking about?
This is not the first time I have attempted this. In the void, I could only reach certain minds, the minds of other bestowers.
Other bestowers? You mean...
The other Blackwell women, yes. But I was too weak, and so were they. I could only control their minds for a few minutes before they broke.
Broke?
I did not expect that would happen, but some good did come of it. I eventually learned the proper approach, and finally I have succeeded.
You're insane. I mean it, Madeline, a stark, raving lunatic. Do you have any idea what you've done?
You dare condemn me, little ghost? Allow a few centuries to pass. Wait until you've been left abandoned in the dark, adrift, terrified. Then you can pass judgment. But until then, I must get to the business of living.
Stay here. We're not done talking. I said stay here. Ugh! Hey! Now cut that out.
Do try and keep up.
It's not like I can do much from in there. It's not like I can... Hey, Maddie.
Yes, Malone.
You killed Lauren and Patricia.
I did not. I admit, their mind's rejection of me had unintentional consequences, but there was no malice intended.
Well, that's just Jake, as long as there was no malice. I'm gonna fix this, one way or another.
You honestly believe that?
This might seem strange to you, but yeah. I've always known I was here for a reason, and maybe this is it. To fix what spooks like you screw up.
That is amusing.
Amusing?
Yes. You honestly don't know. No, of course you don't.
Now what?
I will simply live. I will grow old and I will die, like any other soul. And when that happens, perhaps I will move on as intended. It is a slim hope, but after centuries of existence, it is the best I have.
Of course I don't know what.
You think you are so special? You think you were... what? Chosen? You were nothing important, Malone. You were merely the last.
The last what?
The last spirit we saved, before I was banished. I could not continue the duty, so it was passed on to you.
What the hell do you mean I was the last spirit you saved?
Honestly, did you think you were different from any other lost soul? The confusion, the fear they all felt, that you felt. It is no wonder you have forgotten.
Doesn't matter. That was then. This is now. And right now, I plan on fixing this. Why are you pacing around?
No reason. I am just enjoying the sensation. It has been a long time since I have felt snow on my face.
That's not your face.
True, I suppose, but no matter. I'm still enjoying it.
You can't go any further, can you?
Whatever do you mean?
You're stuck. You're tied to Michael. Trying to escape it is like hitting a brick wall.
It is a temporary setback, nothing more.
What are you gonna do, lug Michael's body around in a wheelbarrow? I'd like to see that.
Don't be absurd. You know as well as I do. I am bound to his corporeal form for a few days. After that, I will be free.
Ha! Some master plan. All this planning, all this death, and you can't even cross the street.
Only for a day or two. I can wait. I have infinite patience.
Yeah, but does your stomach? You're gonna get hungry.
Any problem has a solution.
What about going to the bathroom? Red drank a lot of coffee.
Perhaps burning Michael's body to ashes, or some kind of cleansing ritual.
Here's an idea. Take a powder. Just leave us the hell alone.
Will you let me think?
I can't wait for the cops to show up. A dead priest and you just around the corner? Bet you never expected to come back to life only to spend it in jail.
Will you be quiet? Honestly, why you haven't driven your host completely mad is beyond me.
Maybe you didn't mean to kill Lauren and Patricia, but you did kill George Austin.
As a spirit, I hardly think so.
Bull, you're the only one with any motive. I don't know how, but it was you.
Poor Cooper. A weakened soul is such a sad thing. And his mind was so easily controlled. Why, in such a state, he could be told to do anything. Anything at all. And he would do it, with no memory of it. Well, perhaps some residual guilt remained. He has gotten quite agitated since it happened. Fortunately, that is no longer relevant.
It's not like I can do much from in there. What would that... That won't do any good, according to Maddie.
What are you doing?
You know, Red and I have a bond. We gotta stick together. Where she goes, I go. You might be wearing Red's body, but you ain't her. There's a line in the snow, and you can't cross it. But Rosa Blackwell, she can cross it just fine.
You're hurting me.
Good.
You idiot! Do you have any idea what you just did?
I just evicted you, sister.
No, I will not be trapped in that limbo again.
Tough. You made this mess, now clean it up.
Very well. Just remember, you brought this on yourself.
Red, talk to me.
Joey?
You okay? Careful.
I feel...
You!
Great, like a bad penny.
Dispatch reported a woman ranting to herself in front of a church. I had a feeling it would be you. Care to explain the dead body around the corner?
Corey?
That's Officer Palmer. Now, explain.
No.
Miss Blackwell, I've been patient and cooperative so far.
No.
Stay where you are.
What are you doing?
Was it like this for them?
For who? Red?
I think it's happening.
Huh?
Auntie, my grandmother, it's happening. It's too much.
Red, stop that. Come on, you're gonna hurt yourself. Jesus, cut it out. Not again, not you, not now. Help somebody. Anybody.
I did warn you.
Gotta... No! Huh? Joey? God, I'm tired.